about the end of the world.
And anybody who believes that I am a man, obviously is an idiot.
Do you ever wish you were born a guy? Do I ever wish I was born a guy? Lord, no, I've always been a sissy. And if I'd have been born a man, I'd have been a drag queen.
Were you on a Star Cruiser?
Day 57 of my hormone therapy. Today I use these pronouns.
R2, what is that? Are you malfunctioning?
This is my daily reminder. Gender is a social construct built to control people, and I reject it.
Pay it no mind.
Pronouns? That sounds fun.
Pronouns are optional. I don't need permissions. I can switch my gender whenever it fits who I am today.
That was a compliment.
It certainly was, because a lot of people just thought it was a coincidence, but the scientists that did this, and this is the truth, I'm not trying to be funny, they used the mammary glands, the boob glands, whatever they did, the fusing or however they did that, and so the scientists said, who better than Dolly Parton? We're going to use these glands, the way that they cloned it. So I was beside myself, and somebody said, well, weren't you offended that this is so controversial? I said, well, as far as I'm concerned, there's no such thing as bad publicity.
And then it was such a hit. It was way bigger than I even anticipated. And now, I think we're gonna make part 2. I think you have to. I think you have to. They kill you if you try to walk away. And they clone you.
We take the unfertilized egg of an ovulating female and destroy all of its genes and chromosomes. We then implant the nucleus of the donor cell. That cell, with its genetic material intact, eventually becomes an embryo and is born as a living creature.
Without parents.
Well, it has no father because the egg was never fertilized, no mother because its genetic code comes from another being.
This can be done with humans?
If the surgical technique were precise enough.
It's monstrous, Doctor.
Why? Wouldn't you want to live in a world full of Mozarts and Picassos?
Why, hello there, boys and girls. Gather round, because today is a special day. It's the 30th anniversary of the world's most famous sheep, Dolly. So, who is Dolly, and what made her so special? Was she a movie star, a sheep detective, a champion wool model? No. Dolly became famous for something far more unusual. She was the first mammal ever cloned from an adult cell. Named after the legendary Dolly Parton, the cell used to create her came from a mammary gland. So naturally, they thought the name Dolly would be, well, rather cheeky. Now, if you don't know what cloning means, back in 1997, neither did most people.
Some say genetic research is heading in a worrying direction.
Should we be doing this at all?
If a lamb, why not a man? Making exact copies of human beings.
You're going to get us into trouble.
I'm really curious how I would feel as a woman.
Don't show him this any further.
Well, my parents always tell me that I'm autistic. But after listening to this, I might just have been born in the wrong body.
Luke! All right, I'll be right there, Aunt Peru.
I told you not to scroll so much on social media. It has a bad influence on your mental health.
I don't feel comfortable being called a son.
Enough. Everything is fine with you. I don't want you to end up like your father.
My father?
I won't get into detail.
I actually started exploring my body. In fact, I was thinking about taking puberty blockers. And I want to dye my hair, but I'm not sure whether blue or green.
You're a grown man and not in puberty anymore.
I'm sure it's worth a try.
Son, where is this coming from? Are you having a headache?
But it's my body.
But I'm responsible for you.
Luckily, I'm old enough to make my own decisions.
Where are you going?
Trying on some skirts.
Owen, he can't keep scrolling on social media. It's not good for him.
I will find a therapist for him. I promise.
Luke is becoming transgender, Owen. He has too much of his father in him.
That's what I'm afraid of.
What'd you say? 2 Heinekens, please. Oh, 2 Heinekens, please. What's that mean? 2 Heinekens. Peace? Peace? Cool. Peace. Peace, everybody. Peace. Peace.
Live long and prosper, image of Sirach, father of all we now hold true.
The image of Sirach read in your face what is in your mind, Spock.
As I turned and my eyes beheld you, I displayed emotion. I beg forgiveness.
Quiz. Is that a man or a woman? I'll give you a few seconds just to ponder this yourself. Take as much time as you need.
All right, listen, hold on, boundaries, flag on the play. Okay, I'm very ticklish.
We have needs, Sam. Relax.
Jeez. What about this economy? It's crazy, isn't it? You are very aggressive.
Just relax.
You want some turkey meatloaf?
Sam?
Michaela.
Is that your girlfriend?
Uh-huh.
X. From a hot man to one of the hottest women in the business right now, Megan Fox with me now. Why do you shake your head?
Because I'm pretty sure I'm a doppelganger for Alan Alda.
Oh, get out of here.
I'm a tranny. I'm a man.
You do not look in the mirror and not think you're beautiful. Don't even.
No, I'm so painfully insecure. Like, I'm on the verge of vomiting right now. I'm so horrified that I'm here and embarrassed and scared.
Is this your first time here?
Yeah, it's my first time.
I love you're watching the monitor. You're looking at Selma Hayek going, God, look how gorgeous she is. Have you looked at yourself lately?
I really want her boobs. Those are the most amazing boobs.
Don't be bamboozled. Don't let them run the okey doke on you. Because while they're trying to distract you with all this stuff, they're robbing you blind.
And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
Perfect.
You want her boobs, I want your boobs. There, we're all even.
All right, we'll trade.
Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
This is the Tesla valet card.
that I can use to start my car. So I'm going to dissolve it in acetone to get the chip out so I can take the chip to encapsulate it in a biopolymer and implant it in my hand and start my car. I've noticed they take about an hour to dissolve completely. They're a little bit heavier dutier than like a hotel room key. And the antenna goes around the perimeter of the card, so you can't just cut the card in half. These Tesla key cards have no unique identifier on the card at all. So you can buy any of these cards and you can program it to any of your Tesla Model 3. So the way the process works is you would take this card and you would tap it to your Model 3 and you would write a new key and you use your master key, so people can't just randomly write a new card for you to start your car. A few years ago I got this RFID implant in my hand, and it's just basic access control. If I were to tap my hand to your phone, it would automatically open a browser and go to my web page. It also works with my front door, so it's just access control. And then I pre-ordered a Tesla Model 3 a few years ago, and I heard that the key card was actually going to be an RFID-based technology to start the car. Where does the name Amy Double D come from? All right, so my real name is Amy Danielle Dansby, and that's Amy DD, or my initials are ADD. Thank you, Mom and Dad. So it actually is my real name.
Can you imagine that in 10 years when we are sitting here, we have an implant in our brains, and I can immediately feel, because you all will have implants, and we measure your brain waves, and I can immediately tell you how the people react, or I can feel how the people react to your answers. Is it imaginable?
So I was like, oh, maybe I can get that information and store it to my chip and to be able to start my car. When I tried to scan and get all this information off the Tesla card, I was thinking, oh, hey, I can get a lot of information about the Java applet that it runs on, but I can't take that information and write it to my current chip. So it's pretty secure. Good job, Tesla. I was like, I'm just gonna take the chip that I have in my valet card and encapsulate it and implant that one in my hand. Mel is the person that started Dangerous Things. And the chip is very much similar. He went to like his vet, and it's the same chip to track for your dog. Well, if it's safe enough for me, it's safe enough for my pet. So I kind of roped him into my Tesla hat because he's all this knowledge. When I dissolved the chip, I sent it to him and he encapsulated it in biopolymer, which is safe to use for the body and under the skin. Talked to a few doctors. They were a little weary about doing this because it's kind of a questionable thing. End up finding a guy that does body modifications and things like that. He's very familiar with the process and sterilizing everything and the biopolymer and the flex and how it needs to be installed.
Just give me your hand. Ow! Baby. Ow! I'd like to reapply for my old job, counseling defrostees and assigning them careers.
Oh, I was hoping you would come back. I even saved your poster of a chimp expressing your distaste for Mondays.
Monday monkey lives for the weekend, sir.
Just put your hand under the scanner so I can verify your career chip. Calcutta, we have a problem.
Delivery boy, I must have mixed up the chips. It's a simple...
Oh, here's our cryogenic counselor. Do you like Mondays? They're okay. Then we'll have to redecorate your office. How do you feel about it helping to be crazy to work here but not being necessary?
Hey, let's see what it says about me.
Welcome aboard, sir.
This is the chainsaw for bureaucracy.
If anyone is like a hardware hacker, they'll think this is ironic. The guy's name is Pineapple.
Do you smell what the Rock is cooking?
I eat children. I eat children. How old are you? 12. Oh, okay. Only to 10.
That's good. That's good.
Children and pineapple.
Children and pineapple.
I eat children. Children and pineapple.
So, like the Pineapple Wi-Fi sniffer, I'm going to be having some guy named Pineapple install this chip in my hand that starts my car.
The chip program uses modern police-approved techniques to create a child identification kit.
And we take fingerprints. We also provide them with a swab for getting a DNA swab. And we also provide them with imprint where they can get an imprint of the child's teeth. So not only does it provide DNA as well as a swab, but it is also a source if you were using trekking dogs to provide a scent for the child.
They say like, oh, you can't like start your car with that. That's not secure. It won't work. And it makes me want to do it more, and not more because they say, no, you can't do it, and I want to like defy them. It makes me question why. Like, why can't you do it that way? Like, what are the limitations? And it actually makes me research. It's to be able to reverse engineer it, understand how it works, why it works that way. And then at the end, it's like going to the candy store. You're like, I did it. It's like the sword of destiny. You're like, ah.
Lily Wachowski, one half of the directing duo behind The Matrix, Cloud Atlas, and Speed Racer, shared a simple tweet affirming her identity as a transgender woman.
Raquel Welch is the last of the great Hollywood goddesses.
Do you think you're sexy?
No. I don't find myself even the littlest bit sexy.
Really?
But I can pretend.
We're here to honor achievement in that category.
By giving you a golden idol to worship. Kneel before your God, Babylon!
I propose that we end the world, but on our terms. An orchestrated apocalypse. One that will cleanse the earth of its population but leave its infrastructure and resources intact. It's been done once before, with great success. And when it's over, we will emerge onto a cleansed earth, one that we can then reboot in our image.
And just how do you intend to achieve this?
The means of our salvation are already at hand. I give to you the T-virus.
Trans athlete wins MVP of women's college basketball tournament after dominating Christian rival in title game. A Canadian women's college basketball conference championship game on Saturday night saw a transgender player score 21 points in victory and ultimately win tournament MVP. Trans athlete Harriet McKenzie led Vancouver Island University, VIU, to a 69-59 victory over Columbia Christian College, CBC, in the Pac West Championship game. McKenzie finished the game with 10 rebounds in addition to the athlete's game-leading 21 points. McKenzie was then awarded conference tournament MVP in a ceremony after the game. It capped off a season in which the athlete punished competition on the court, leading the entire conference in scoring by a 62-point margin over the second-place scorer, and leveraged Canada's anti-discrimination laws to bring punishment to CBC off the court.
Guys, this is serious. Sports can be your pathway to a better life.
Well, like yours?
Are you gonna move? I am not.
If you can beat them.
Coach? Alex, we could play basketball.
We'd have to get the whole team back together.
We're in. I'm in. I'm in.
Join them.
This is the way the world is now. My 8-year-old daughter told me all about it.
A guy can become a girl with no physical changes at all.
That's called gender fluid.
So I can be a woman on the court and a man in the bedroom. I can't believe it. Nice!
You mean when you're sleeping?
Yes.
It's time
I'm with her.
to play.
This is my truth! This is my truth!
Like a girl.
We could dominate every woman's sport. Running, swimming, soccer. I said sport, Felix!
Hit the pause button if necessary. You decide for yourself. Write it down if you need to.
and then I will reveal who this is. This is Anna Harrison, First Lady of the United States in 1841. Not only the wife of the president, but also the grandmother of the 23rd president. Seems to be all in the family. Let's look at another example. Now let me ask you this, is that a male or a female? Yeah, it kind of has rosy cheeks, I guess. Now, is the hair long or short? Well, this is not hair. This is not hair. This is not hair. That's some kind of bonnet or something, whatever you call that. Look at the hair. Very short, male haircut. Now, this is a painting. It's not a photograph, but is that male or a female? Kind of looks like that guy from the Munsters, that grandpa guy. All right, and look at the face, the bone structure in the face. Don't look at the clothes, all right? Is that a man wearing a dress or a woman wearing a dress?
This procession is now on its way to the Masonic Temple of St. Ermin to enthrone Mrs. Seton Chatham, the new Grand Master of the Honorable Fraternity of Ancient Freemasons. The ceremony will be magnificent and will mark an historic occasion in the annals of the Order. This organization has made Masonic history, and the women leaders of the future will come into a rich inheritance.
I heard about this party, which happened in January 2012, and I thought, well, I have to go see this. I was writing a book on young Wall Street bankers at the time, and I wanted to sort of see what happens to these people when they grow up and make it. This group, Kappa Beta Phi, has some of the most successful people in finance and on Wall Street in it. And so I wanted to go try to see. So I rented a tuxedo. I found out where and when it was, and I walked in, and nobody stopped me at the door. And pretty soon I was inside this event that in 80 years of this thing's existence, no one from the outside has ever seen firsthand.
And look, I'm not going to defend the humor that was told at this party, but this is a roast atmosphere, right? I mean, what is a roast without some cutting zingers here and there?
Right. It's a roast, but the people they're roasting are not only their fellow barons of industry. It's also people like Hillary Clinton, Barney Frank. It's people like the Occupy Wall Street movement. And you have to remember, this was taking place in January 2012, just a couple months after the Occupy Wall Street movement had sort of risen up in resistance to the sort of activities of the financial titans. So this was, it's almost comically tone deaf that you would have these same titans of industry putting on drag and doing skits and musical numbers and mocking people who aren't in their group. It was like the Wolf of Wall Street on steroids.
No, exactly.
Look what we've uncovered. It's Giuliani showing his softer side dressed in drag in a comedy skit with Donald Trump.
You know, you're really beautiful.
The spoof was filmed 16 years ago when Giuliani was mayor of New York for a charity dinner, so it was all in good fun.
Oh, you dirty boy, you! Oh!
It's like a family tree, part of you and part of me. And if we should separate, go your own way, I won't
face. That's just a typical male face with a typical male haircut. He's wearing a bonnet, some kind of headgear. That's it. Look at the hair is short. It's got a short male haircut. Some dude wearing a dress. All right. Who is that? That is Martha Washington, George Washington's wife, the first lady, supposedly. I was reading about Martha Washington. They said not much is known about the early years of Martha Washington. So basically what I'm thinking is this was a part-time role for some guy to play. This is just some guy dressed up like Martha Washington once in a while. You know, it was not a full-time job, especially back then. They didn't even live in the White House. Anyway, so it's just like a fictional character, kind of like they all are to a certain degree anyway.
I mean, I'm a conspiracy theorist to a degree. Like, when I connect dots that maybe shouldn't be connected, I don't know. But certain dots, like when I see that they put every black man in the movies in a dress at some point in their career, I'll be connecting them down like, wow, all these brothers gonna wear a dress. That's happened to me.
Dave Chappelle, another great comedian, said that, you know, in the industry, they tried to make him wear a dress. Have you ever ran into that with scripts? And is that something that, you know, you wouldn't do, you know, for
I definitely haven't ran into to put on the dress. I mean, you know, you have to have boundaries. You have to have limits that you refuse to cross. You know, for me, I know what they are. They've yet to been challenged, so, you know, I don't have to speak on them. I was asked to dribble a basketball on the talk show this morning.
You look good no to that.
Not that was a dress, but I was like, no, I'm gonna look stupid. You know, at the end of the day, you got to know that you're a brand. I'm a brand. You need to protect your brand at all times. When things happen that can possibly affect your brand, your brand can be diminished, and you don't want that to happen. So, you know, protecting my brand is definitely a priority.
And here come the Cardinals. And from the looks of it, the new pope is not Turkson. The new pope is 9-year-old Oscar nominee, Kavashane Wallace.
Wow. I don't think anyone saw this one coming.
It wasn't a full-time job to do this back then, especially. These days it kind of is, but they've gotten better at the technology and the technique here. But back then, some guy put on this clothes and posed for a painting. That's all it is. That's all that is, right? It's like a part-time job, maybe once or twice a year. Somebody plays the part of Martha Washington. And now I'm going to venture off into speculation. This is scientifically sound, all right? Trust the science on this one. All right? That's a dude. Now, who could it be? Well, now we're getting into speculation. I would speculate that it would be another well-known person, a famous person practicing ritual androgyny for their gods. Although I don't know, maybe it's not. I'm just saying, who is it? Well, who it doesn't really matter, really, but it could be somebody high profile. It would make a lot of sense that this would be some kind of Masonic ritual that, for them, it had significance and meaning. Maybe these presidents have to do a little cross-dressing first. and then they can become president. We know that all the actors have to cross-dress. That's part of the gig, man.
And do you think that the country will see the United States will see the first gay president or the first woman president?
We already have it with Obama, so let's just calm down.
Got it.
No, Michelle is a trans.
I'm sorry, she's a what?
A transgender.
You pricked my finger.
You're such a woman.
Well, you were the woman.
No, I'm the man.
Who am I?
I'm a tranny. I'm a man.
It's Bieber, 6G fever.
What's a 6G?
What the f***'s a Bieber?
I don't know. Kind of looks like a girl.
Today, we're going to go over the guidelines for a graceful, ladylike entree into society.
Make sure she's in the back for the group photo.
Viola was facing a fate worse than death.
Sorry, Mom. I have a strict no ruffles policy.
Until her twin brother Sebastian.
Where are you going?
London for a couple of weeks.
What are you going to do about school?
I was kind of hoping you could help me with that.
Showed her a way out.
Could you just, pretend to be me?
You want me
Turned you into your brother?
Nobody in Illyria has even met Sebastian. They wouldn't know the difference.
Now, she's headed to Illyria Academy.
Let's go. Kick. Kill!
Where the men have game and the women have attitude.
Hey there, pretty lady.
Ew. Girls with butts like mine do not talk to boys with faces like yours.
What up?
We're gonna be tight, bro!
Seriously, how old are you?
I skipped a couple grades.
There is something odd about that new boy. You are so busted!
But at this school, everyone's got a secret. Duke wants Olivia.
Do you like cheese?
Who wants Sebastian.
Isn't he cute?
How you doing, babe?
Who is really Viola, whose brother is dating Monique. So she hates Olivia, who's dating Duke, to make Sebastian jealous.
What does your heart tell you? Huh? I mean, which one would you rather see naked?
Who is really Viola getting jealous because she wants Duke, who thinks she's a guy.
Okay.
And this is where it gets really complicated.
Excuse me, doofus.
Oh boy.
Sexual tension, male-female dynamics. All part of the high school experience.
Love is pain.
I hate high school. Is it just me, or does this soccer game have more nudity than most?
This spring.
I'm not really good at talking to girls.
Why? You're hot.
What?
You know, you're an appealing guy. Guy man.
The secret is out. Amanda Bynes, Alex Breckenridge, Channing Tatum, Robert Hoffman, Vinnie Jones, Laura Ramsey, and David Cross.
I got lady troubles.
I got a lifetime of knowledge.
She's the man.
Oh,
Oh, right. Ow! Oh, for the love of God!
All right, now I'll check out the Symbolism of Freemasonry, written by Albert Mackey, 1882. All the deities of pagan antiquity, however numerous they may be, can always be reduced to the two different forms of the generative principle, the active or male, and the passive or female. Hence, the gods were always arranged in pairs as Jupiter and Juno, Bacchus and Venus, Osiris and Isis, etc. Asherah and Baal, right? That's the main biblical pairing. But the ancients went further, believing that the procreative and productive powers of nature might be conceived to exist in the same individual. They made the older of their deities hermaphrodite, and used the term arenothelus, or man-virgin, to denote the union of the two sexes in the same divine person. Arsenothelus, which means hermaphrodite. Hermes, Aphrodite, hermaphrodite. Attis has been emasculated, that is, has moved from the earthly elements of the world below to the eternal substance above. Where the Nicene says, there is neither male nor female, but a new creation, a new human being, that is a hermaphrodite, the union of the two sexes in the same divine person. All right, now I'm going to look at this footnote. Is there not a seeming reference to this thought of divine hermaphrodism in the well-known passage of Genesis? So God created man in his own image. In the image of God he created he him. Male and female created he them. And so being created male and female, they were in the image of God. See? Male and female, androgynous. Okay, that's how they read this. That's why Martin Washington was First Lady. George Washington. I just wonder why they put these aprons on there with the square and compass that looks like a blade. I do suspect, if these people are male, that they are castrated, all right? There's Gaia, that's G for Gaia, and that's the point within the circle. This is the radiant circle of the light, the androgynous atom.
Chelsea Manning, and I approve this message.
What is the See Her Award? It's an award designed to recognize the importance of accurately portraying women across the entertainment landscape. It's extremely challenging to strive for fairness and parity across all genders, and to face and expose their greatest fears and push through them.
We don't need more or better leaders. We need someone willing to fight.
But in the form of a real woman in every way, and inspiring the heroes who are going to save this world.
As part of this movement, we created the hashtag See Her Award to honor women who embody the values of empathy, resilience, and courage.
I truly believe that the privilege of a lifetime is being who you are.
And it was clear to me that I wanted to portray a strong and independent woman, a real one. The irony in this...
You could potentially put a male face on the female.
Yeah, you could, but this head by scale is pretty small, so that's why I designed a completely new one for the male specifically.
But their time is up.
We don't need them anymore. We can do better.
We wanted her to be universal, to be an inspiration to all people all around the world, and our plan was to make sure we didn't give too much attention to the fact that she's a woman.
So I want all the girls watching here and now to know that a new day is on the horizon.
I just can't wait until you start mixing genders with this stuff, right? Where you get like a male voice inside of a female body, or...
That's high on my list of things to try.
The gender possibilities are sort of endless in the world, right? So why not have them also?
Well, that's the idea. Eventually, I'm going to merge the two so you can actually mix and match.
His 3-year-old saw the movie, and when the movie ended, the boy said, "When I grow up, I want to be a woman."
The time is up.
That's the light of the Kabbalah, right? And the Baphomet has separation and union, basically. That's what it means on the arms. And then God will be androgynous once again, and all will be in peace and harmony and balance and equilibrium and gender neutral, as Boris Nevermind the Johnson told us at the G7, and as Madonna, or Mandana, Madonna, the virgin, the man virgin, right? Mary is the goddess, right? Same thing. The Catholic priests they're eunuchs because they don't get married. That's another way to use that term. This thing here is the American eagle and the bird-like winged entity that is used as the symbol for basically every country in the world. It's the seraphim, and the rulers are in the order of the seraphim. And the Baphomet is also the same symbol of androgyny. You got the male, the female, you got the male, the female. Boris said the word equal means more gender neutral. That's what he said. More equal, in other words, more gender neutral.
It's okay, it's okay. I'm Celine Dion.
Our children, they are not really our children, as we are all just links in a never-ending chain that is life. For us, they are everything. But in reality, we are only a fraction of their universe. We miss the past. They dream of tomorrow. We may thrust them forward into the future, but the course will always be theirs to choose. I can't believe they called security. I mean, oh, come on, I'm Celine Dion. I'm not spending the night in jail. Holy shit.
Guys, relax, easy. I'm Celine Dion.
Yeah, girl, and I'm Beyonce.
I'm calling my agent.
little children, I'll take thee away into a land of enchantment. Come, little children, the time's come to play here in my garden of shadows. Follow, sweet children, I'll show thee the way through all the pain and the sorrows. Weep not, poor children, for life is this way, murdering beauty and passion.
And look at the symbolism right there. Now, Taylor Swift has openly admitted to using symbolism, which he calls Easter eggs. And right here, at the beginning of the video, it's the point within a circle. Let's see what that means. All right, so this is the book called The Symbolism of Freemasonry by Albert G. Mackey, written in 1882. The point within a circle is another symbol of great importance in Freemasonry. All the deities of pagan antiquity, however numerous they may be, can always be reduced to two different forms of the generative principle, the active or male and the passive or female. Hence the gods were always arranged in pairs as Jupiter, Juno, Bacchus, Venus, Osiris, Isis. But the ancients went further, believing the procreative and productive powers of nature might be conceived to exist in the same individual. They made the older of their deities hermaphrodite and used the term whatever, or man-virgin, to denote the union of the two sexes in the same divine person. And this union was symbolized by different ways, but principally by the point within the circle, the tranny in the swimming pool. Well, there's the Adam's apple on the Ellen show. Any questions? Any burning questions? Kind of like 9/11, right? It looked like a plane flew through a glass building. Well, that building was not made of glass. It was made of steel. Underneath the glass was steel that you couldn't really see. Underneath the tranny is male bone structure. That's covered up in paint, all right? They call it makeup. So the cover of Time magazine is part of the propaganda, getting this person out there. Best man. Who's the best man? Taylor's the best man. His naked body explained. Whose body? Taylor's body. How to get Taylor Swift's body? Well, first of all, be born as a man. That'll do it. But if you don't want people to know you're a man, put on a dress, cross your legs, put your hand on your hips, and wear a bunch of makeup, all right? For those of you who don't know that there's a difference between the bone structure of men and women, we can show this in photographs. It's called photographic evidence, which is admissible into the court of law. This is called photographic evidence, and I'm doing something called forensic analysis. This person right here, male bone structure. Look at the shoulders, look at the torso, look at the skull, all right? It's just so tedious for me to sit here and explain this stuff when it's so obvious, all right? That's male bone structure. Just look at the pictures, all right? Which one does it look like? Which one does it resemble? Oh, but it can't be a man because it's wearing a dress. Well, my photographs prove this person has male bone structure, all right? No hips, all right? Look at that. Just normal male hips. You can get kind of a slight curve on a male body like this. I mean, come on, look at the hips, all right? Hips are the gold standard of forensic anthropology, all right? Forensic analysis. There's no hips there, all right? Look at the hip to shoulder ratio. Look at the skull. Look at the torso. Look at the placement of the navel compared to the hips, all right? The whole thing, all right?
This means turning female women into men and men into women. It is important to know that most, if not all, Hollywood celebrities, including actors, actresses, sportsmen and women, singers, newscasters and any other individuals who you see regularly on television, the stage and the silver screen are transgendered. Before I continue, it is important to say that personally it is not up to me or anyone else to judge the choices that people make in life, including choosing to change one's sex. It is the Most High alone who will judge individuals on their choices made and actions done in life. What I have a problem with is the deception element. Hollywood and bloodline families, the Illuminati, have made and cultivated this deception over many, many years. Why keep it a secret then, you may ask? I will cover this later on. Now, bloodline families are rife all over the world, but most of you will have heard mainly about the British monarchy, the Rothschilds, the Astors and the Rockefellers. Other well-known bloodline families include the Bush family and the Kissingers. If you research, you will find that most of the well-known and A-list celebrities belong to bloodline families. These families run everything in the world and they refer to themselves as the Illuminated Ones. They are members of secret societies such as the Freemasons, Skull and Bones, Brotherhood of the Snake or Dragon and the Knights Templar. These are just a few, there are many more and they are all connected to each other and they all strive towards the same goal of implementing the New World Order, also called the One World Order. The biggest, darkest secret to these families is that they all worship Lucifer. They are intent on bringing the souls of humans to hell with them by creating chaos on earth and turning everything that the Most High has created on its head by tampering with his creation through lies, deception and cultivating a greedy and sinful world by many methods.
Alright, that's a dude in drag, alright? That's a dude with makeup. Well, it's an instinct as well, right? I have an instinct towards real females, and it kind of goes haywire when you look at a tranny. It's like, whoa, it kind of looks like a female, but something ain't right. A lot of people just don't know what a tranny looks like, alright? It looks like this. This is Taylor the tranny, alright? Taylor Mason the tranny. Why the hips? Because women give birth. They need different kinds of hips, alright? And look at the shoulders there sticking out like that, all right? It's just a bony, lanky dude in a dress with lipstick on. The makeup is to conceal and to deceive, all right? And it's very powerful optical illusion. These people are female illusionists, very masculine, right? Look at that male skull, but it's airbrushed with makeup. And they give these people something called FFS, facial feminization surgery. The forehead, down to the nose, even down to the chin. That's all feminized, smoothed out, reduced. Now, it seems like they forgot to do it there. Well, even Katy Perry may have done a bit of things on the nose there, but still has that massive brow bone. It's called deception. There's two layers. There's the first layer of makeup, and underneath that is a male skull. And if you can't see that, I can't help you. Just continue being deceived. You can even see the Adam's apple there on this thing right here. His body is a wonderland. Look at that male jaw. It's a boy who's been feminized. May have been a handsome boy, right? A handsome young man will turn into someone who looks kind of like an attractive female if you feminize the skull.
Everything that the Most High created, they want to change and infect for the very worst. The transgender agenda is one small part. Bloodline families are made up of transgendered individuals. It is plainly obvious to those of us that woke up, and once you have seen one, you see them all very clearly. Take the Bush family as an example. Barbara Bush, her daughter and her grandchildren are all transgendered. It is not clear how the mothers get their instant families, but you can be sure that the mothers did not birth any children because they are men whose gender was changed at birth to the opposite sex. There are many opinions as to where and how they get the children in the first place, but one thing is certain, the children have the same DNA as the father to keep the bloodline intact. Going back to the subject to Hollywood. How does it make you feel to know that you are being lied to? That your favorite artist, singer, pinup is not the sex you thought it was? How does it feel to know your little girls have posters on their bedroom walls of Justin Bieber, when in actuality it should be Justina? I will just say here that idolatry is a sin. And this whole transgender agenda is one huge reason why it's wrong and sinful to lust over another person, never mind lust over a transgendered individual who is keeping it secret. They want men to lust over men and women to lust over women. They want little girls to have crushes on women and young boys to have crushes on men. It's as simple as that. The elite, as I said before, want everything abnormal to be accepted as normal. It is legal in some countries now for people to have relationships with their dogs, and they are pushing for it to be legal for adults to have sex with children. Yes, you heard me correctly.
Alright, that's what's going on. More occult symbolism. Alright, but look at that overall. It's very large bone structure in the face. But the makeup is very precise and very well done. And there's tons of makeup. Wearing a mask. Now there's Chelsea Manning. Kind of looks kind of similar, right? But Chelsea Manning is not pretending to be female. Chelsea Manning is admitted to being a man in drag, right? But look at the Adam's apple. It's basically the same. Very, very similar. Why is that? Because they're both a couple of trannies, all right? Taylor Swift rules the world. The best man.
The age of consent between homosexual males has been lowered and lowered over the years. Things which people would never have imagined before are now being shown as being the norm. You think Sodom and Gomorrah was bad? As it stands, the world is 1,000,000 times worse than that already. Stop accepting the fodder and lies. Stop accepting the distorted and changed history of the world. Stop accepting the false theory of evolution. Stop accepting the images you see on the television as truth.
Woman. I'm a tranny. I'm a man. I'm a tranny. I'm a man.
To me,
you know Michelle is a trans.
I'm sorry, she's a what?
A transgender. We all know.
Oh my gosh.
It's okay.
It's a man, baby. Can't you see? Everything I hope for, you're everything I need. It's a man, baby. You are so beautiful.
Fever, 6G fever.
What's a 6G?
What the f***'s a beaver?
I don't know, kinda looks like a girl.
Forgotten hours when we escaped through the winking eyes and the secret handshakes. Disposable me, expendable you. Just take what you need and do what you do. You're taking me under. This heart has seen better days. You got my number, girl. There's no change in my ways. Over and over, you're on your own. Shapeshifters, 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 shapeshifters.
Are you ready for it?
Are you ready for it?
We create life itself out of chaos.
This is the clothing line that this woman has brought forward. She is a servant of the Baphomet. And this is part of the Baphomet agenda. They call this the New World Order, some kind of enlightenment. But I can assure you, it is no New World Order. It is the oldest of the old orders. The Baphomet order emerged at the Garden of Eden. It is that old. It shows up in every culture. Nimrod was an aspect of the Baphomet. The Baals were aspects of the Baphomet. Ashtaroth, Ishtar, Doban, all the gods of the old world are alive and well today. It is the New World Order, which is nothing new, but a renewal of the old ways. When you go into a clothing store and you see these garments depicting death, the death cult, this is the Baphomet. The Baphomet introduced death. Death came because the Baphomet convinced man to fall, to disobey God. The death cult is everything to the Baphomet. The Baphomet convinced Adam and Eve that the gender order was evil. The Baphomet convinced man that an enlightened being was not restricted by biology. The Baphomet is in the business today of convincing the world that evidence has no bearing on reality. That your children, at the age of 4 years old, may ignore the obvious evidence of biology and decide their own gender at the age of 4. I remind you that the average 4-year-old has trouble deciding whether or not to poop their pants. How is it that they are capable of making a gender discrimination in their own life? They're not. This is Baphomet ideology. The Baphomet says reality is what you decide. Nothing means what it means, and evidence is no longer a proof for what is real and true.
Create life itself.
Are you ready for it?
Out of chaos.
Are you ready for it?
One day the AIs are going to look back on us the same way we look at fossils.
create your own reality. It is the heart and soul of Baphomet ideology. Mystery Babylon is the seat of the Baphomet. It is the greatest throne on earth. It is the greatest throne because a man sits there claiming to be Christ, claiming to be Christ's representative, claiming to be infallible. This is the ultimate representation of the Baphomet. When man glorifies himself above Christ, above God, he represents the Baphomet. And when this glorified one demands worship, he receives that worship on behalf of Lucifer, the creator of the Baphomet. The Baphomet brings together all aspects of Lucifer's agenda. Everything that is important to Lucifer's order is contained in that figure. Control of everything in creation, dominance over everything, king of the world, the highest authority, neither male nor female, nor man nor beast, but a synthesis of all of that. This is the enlightened being to which society is moving. It is a great deception. That is Lucifer's Baphomet, and everything you see in society is geared by Lucifer to achieve the Baphomet, to instill those values in every heart and every mind. And don't think by retreating to your church that you escape the Baphomet. When your pastor collects huge amounts of money, builds new building wings, drives fancy cars, spends your money on material things, he's glorifying the Baphomet. And when you give him that money, you do the same thing. He controls you. And he goes to seminary. And the seminaries, the schools, are controlled by Baphomet. It is Baphomet philosophy. And there, they have told your pastor, the Word of God does not exist. It crumbled, disappeared, gone. We don't have it. Only the old, original manuscripts were perfect, the Word of God. We don't have it. That is Baphomet speaking. When your pastor says that, when your doctrinal statement says that, that is the Baphomet speaking. The Baphomet says absolute truth doesn't exist. You don't have it. God didn't preserve it. If your church is doing that, it is Baphomet. You can't escape Baphomet. There is no organization, there is no man, there is no system on earth that can escape the Baphomet. Only in Jesus Christ are you safe from the Baphomet. If you think cleaning the church, mowing the lawn, giving money to charity, going to women's retreats, going down for an altar call, if you think there's security in that, you're deluded. Those are rituals. Those are habits. They glorify the Baphomet. Only Christ is your assurance. Only in Him, then are you free. Remember, the institutional religious system murdered Christ. They hated Him. And if you teach the fullness of the gospel, every bit of it, they will hate you too, and they will put you out. So I warn you, the whole world lies in the hand of the wicked one. That includes the institutional churches, the institutional church system, and everything associated with it. Every aspect of society. Trust no man, no system, but put your faith in Christ alone.
It's offensive to everyone. It's just unnatural. And look, this plane in the hangar again, the planes of existence, and the fractured personality. of this lady in the video, and this is what the spirit of Antichrist is bringing with it to this world. Broken people. Remember, Jesus is the only true Saviour, the only one who loves you and created you and wants the best for you, and he is the only one that can make you whole and give you a true identity. This thing is not healthy, it is not good, it is full of pride and ego, of sin and death. This is the wrong way, folks. Even though it looks glitzy, all it is doing is making your prison cell glittery, and you're not taking the way out through the Saviour Jesus Christ. And one day that prison door will shut and it will never open again, and you'll die in your sin if we don't accept the way out, which is Jesus Christ. Don't be fooled by this Luciferian agenda. They want to take your soul to hell if you take the bait and bite the forbidden fruit. Ask him to be your Saviour, humble yourself and follow him. Be born again out of sin and death to new life. He is the only one, the centre of all truth. That is why they are blaspheming him time and time again. Do not be fooled by the liberal deception and delusion. The people involved in this are on the wide path to hell if they don't repent. Don't follow them to death. This is the false one. This is the counterfeit. This is the copy. Do not fall for the mirage. The real one is on the way, and it will be eternal.
Boom bop doo up, boom boom bop doo up, boom bop doo up, boom boom bop doo up. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. I think I can make it now. The pain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here comes that rain I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Bop, bop, dum, bop. Ba-dum, ba-dum, boom. Look around, there's nothing but blue sky. Anywhere you go, straight ahead, there's nothing but blue sky. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. It's gonna be a bright day. 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 I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way.